Welcome to Tales and Travel Adventures. Let's visit Brazil. Hello, I'm Lavana Hawkins with Champaign Public Library. Krannert Art Museum on the campus of the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and Champaign Public Library have prepared this journey to Brazil for us to enjoy together. There are two ways you can use this program. You can just listen and follow along as I read the narrative that accompanies each slide. Or you or your partner can turn down the volume and use the controls to pause each screen so that you can read the narrative aloud yourself. You might also want to talk with your partner about what you are seeing or any memories that come to mind. Today, with the help of Krannert Art Museum, we are visiting Brazil. Brazil is the largest country in South America. The people speak Portuguese, and the currency is called the Brazilian real. The equator goes through the northern edge of the country, making the land very tropical. When you think of Brazil, you might think of the Amazon rainforest, the Amazon River, and the famous city Rio de Janeiro. 60% of Brazil is covered by rainforest. Nearly a third of all rainforests are in Brazil. The rainforest is extremely dense. Can you imagine trying to walk through a forest this dense? What would it feel like? What do you think you would smell or hear? The rainforest is so dense, it is easier to travel through the trees than it is to walk on the ground. Brazil has more species of monkeys than any other nation in the world. Which of these is your favorite? The jaguar is another animal that lives in the rainforest. The word jaguar means he who kills with one leap. Half of the world's jaguars live in Brazil. This carving of a jaguar from Krannert Art Museum was made by an indigenous artist from the Parana state in southern Brazil. Can you imagine who might have made this carving? Where do you want to say they were working? What do you want to say they thought about as they worked? The Amazon is the biggest river in the world because the most water flows down it. The Nile River in Egypt is longer, but the Amazon has more water. There are no bridges that cross the Amazon. because there are no roads that need a bridge to cross it. Since most of the river runs through largely uninhabited regions, a ferry is sufficient. The Amazon is the largest river. However, the falls on the Iguazu River are one of the most spectacular sights in the world. Rio de Janeiro is one of the most visited cities in the Southern Hemisphere because of its beautiful beaches and carnival. In 2016, it was the first city in South America to host the Olympics. The Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio is a well-known landmark. It was constructed between 1922 and 1931. It is listed as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. The beaches of Rio draw thousands to their warm sun and soft sand. Just imagine that warm sun on your skin. Let's go down and sit at the edge of the water together. What sounds do they hear? How do their bodies move in the water? What words would you like to use to describe the sand, or the water, or the sun? Thank you for joining Krannert Art Museum and Champaign Public Library today on this trip to Brazil. We have seen some truly beautiful places and things in Brazil. I look forward to visiting more places with you. What do you think is truly beautiful? Questions? For materials to go along with this video, please contact Champaign Public Library at 217-403-2070. Email librarian@champaign.org. Or the Giertz Education Center at Krannert Art Museum, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, at 217-300-9729. Email kam@illinois.edu. For information about using questions for a meaningful conversation, visit timeslips.org.